Well, badminton fans worldwide all getting excited about the finals weekend upcoming. So much still to unfold. This is the first time that these HSBC BWF World Championships for badminton have hosted together with para badminton and the world's top talent competing on the world stage here the year before the Olympics. It's been a terrific watch and well attended as well, and of course it's free to go watch the para event. Worth it. Very exciting. And they've been inspired as well by the able-bodied athletes in the adjacent hall. So rattling through them, the matches that is. Our first match was just the other side of an hour. The mixed doubles, Watanabe and Higashino coming through, the third seeds against the fifth seeds, Olympic Games silver medalists, crashing out at the quarterfinal stage as they did in 2018 as well. And then Momota, fairly merciless. He was very disciplined, and a good strong showing from him through to the semi-finals. What about this one upcoming? Should be an absolute belter. It's the top 5 women's singles Clash of the Titans, a repeat of the December's HSBC BWF World Tour finals. TAI Tzu Ying will be keen to avenge that wounding defeat to the Indian back then. And, well, plenty more to bring you in session 1. 3 more matches. Our second session today is going to be starting at 5 o'clock local time as well, with another 5 matches as well. This is where we are in the draw, right down at the foot of it, because of course TAI Tzu Ying has just dropped off the pinnacle in the ranking. She's down at number 2 in the world right now. The number 1 has gone. Yamaguchi lost to Yo Jamin of Singapore, who's still going strong at the top of the draw. She takes on Ratchanot Intanon, but for now, focusing here, you can see Chen Yufei is still around in that little section up above. She had a tough match yesterday against Michelle Lee, the 11th seed, but came through, did Chen. She takes on Mia Blichfeld. Good friend of yours, Steen, from Denmark, who came through herself against Sindhu, 21-12. She's been impressive, the great European hope, Mia Blichfeld. Really, I called her opening match after her bye. She looked very, very good. So it's still very open, the women's singles, but it was a seismic upset on day 2 when Yamaguchi lost after her bye. Well, I don't think he's the only one. Many here do. It's a 9,000-seater stadium, and it's pretty busy today, you have to say, as the weekend nears. Many spilling in still to get a good glimpse of the action. We've gone from 4 courts down to 2. It's a terrific watch. And we've got something for everybody on today's generous order of play. We had mixed doubles first, men's singles, women's singles. Then we've got women's doubles later and men's doubles to follow. There's Basil, the mascot, holding his shuttlecock. He looks quite contented, doesn't he? PV Sindhu against TAI Tzu Ying will be our next focus of attention here on 1. They're obviously just getting themselves together in their holding area. The officials making their way onto show court 1, as you can see. And over on 2, it's Zheng and Huang in a mixed doubles against Seo and Che of South Korea. The Chinese, top seeds in that discipline, took the opening game 23-11, but they're 3-5 down in game 2. Here they come. Head up, TAI Tzu Ying leading the way.
PUSARLA.
And PV Sindhu up and ready. Three times World Championship medalist, Olympic runner-up, PV Sindhu.
Hi, have a good match. All right, ladies, that's the coin. I have a red side and a black side. What's your choice? She wants red, so I'm going to flip this over here. Red it is. That side, serving or receiving? Receive, so your own serve. Okay.
So PV Sindhu electing to stay where she is, and she's been asked to serve first by her Chinese Taipei opponent, TAI Tzu Ying, who will feel perhaps a little crestfallen. She was #1 in the world until July. But PV Sindhu ranked 5th in the world and has been as high as 2 in the world in November 2017. From Hyderabad, 24 years old these days. So 3 world ranking spots off that career high. She's played 28 matches this year, won 19 of them, lost only 9. Won the World Tour Grand Finals last December. 4 runner-up showings as well. More of that later. More importantly, here, that's her path through. Took out Pai Yu Po in straight games, and Beiwen Zhang as well, and that's a good scalp. Now, what of TAI Tzu Ying? A year older, 25. Played 28 matches, won 23. Only lost 5 matches this year. She's won 2 titles, Singapore and Malaysian Open. Runner-up at the All England Open, semi-final in the Indonesian Open not that long ago. Couple of quarter-finals as well. And this is her path through. Took out Kim Gayun of South Korea and Fitriani of Indonesia. So both players yet to concede a game, and both having received a bye in their opening match, courtesy of their high stature within women's singles these days. Steen, it should be really tight, this. 2 top 5 athletes, toe-to-toe.
Yeah, this is the match here in the first session that I've looked the most forward to, because this could just as easily be the final on Sunday. Sindhu, great tournament player. I have her down for 4 World Championship medals, 2 bronze and 2 silvers, Paul.
This is their 15th chapter.
Yeah.
PV Sindhu, the Indians, had 4 wins over TAI Tzu Ying, and TAI Tzu Ying 10 wins in return. But PV Sindhu won their last clash in the end-of-year finals in December, and you'd imagine that would have really been like salt in the wounds of TAI Tzu Ying. It was a tight game, 21-18 in the decider. Better lace up tight. Could be a lot of running to do here. Looking very relaxed in her on-court demeanour, as she always does. Never, ever looks stressed.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, TAI Tzu Ying, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, PUSARLA v Sindhu, India. PUSARLA v Sindhu to serve. Love all. Play.
Women's singles quarter-final action getting underway here on Show Court 1.
One love. Service over. 1-all.
By all accounts, Steen, yesterday she looked red hot against Beiwen Zhang, the 9th seed, downing her 21-14, 21-6 in 34 minutes. PV Sindhu on a mission. There's the coach, Kim Ji-hyun.
Yeah, she looked strong, Sindhu, and on the other hand, TAI Tzu Ying, she was struggling a little bit against Kim Ga-eun from Korea. Managed to get by in straight games, though. But
24-22 in both, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For TAI. Good leave there from the former world number 1.
That's a repeat of the final from the Asian Games. And that was won easily by TAI Tzu Ying. We watched that match together, Paul.
Yes, I remember that.
But the conditions are different here. This is not Historia Sinayan, where there's normally drifty conditions. Here. Very, very little drift. That should, in my opinion, help PV Sindhu.
Why is that, Steen? Why in driftless would it help the Indian?
Because she can play a bigger court and utilize her reach, good retrieval skills, try to chase TAI Tzu Ying around the court, whilst TAI Tzu Ying, of course, will be relying on her magnificent technical skills. So for PV Sindhu, it's about getting as much back, getting more back than TAI Tzu Ying is comfortable with. So that she's made to produce more high-quality shots that she can at the moment.
Oh, that's nice. Sharp from the off then, TAI Tzu Ying. Makes you wonder whether she's a point to prove now on the basis that she slipped from world number 1 down to world number 2. Or whether her sort of relaxed attitude is carefree in that regard. I'm curious, but it's certainly been a good start from her.
I think unless she's got some bonus attached to contractual agreements, it's minor compared to the quest for a World Championship medal. It's a great shot.
Yes.
Little lock on the net court as well. I think actually both players, they've been a little bit below the form of 2018. Sindhu has not won a tournament this year, was in the final, of course, in Indonesia. Lost out to Yamaguchi then. And TAI Tzu Ying has not been as dominant as we saw her in the beginning of 2018, perhaps following her injury that saw her retire from the World Tour finals in Guangzhou in late 2018 after losing to PV Sindhu in the group stage. So it's, in my opinion, both players on their way back to top form.
That was blistering smash from TAI Tzu Ying. 11-4, a heady lead for the Taiwanese.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
PUSARLA, we must be on court.
Not where she wants to be on the scoreboard right now. She's plenty to ponder, PV Sindhu. She's up against a rampant TAI Tzu Ying, who lost in the quarterfinals at this stage last year.
11-4.
Yeah.
Was desperate to prove herself at World Championship level.
Service over.
A little bark of delight from the Indian.
11.
Oh, so quick to follow up there, TAI Tzu Ying. She looks alert, Steen.
Yeah, she's gotten off to a much better start to this match than PV Sindhu. This looks a lot like the Asian Games final. Approximately this time of year, last year.
Yeah, 28th of August it was. Score back then was 21-13, 21-16. Fairly emphatic in favour of Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, the backhand side of PV Sindhu. We've seen that in the last couple of tournaments. That is a one of the weaker points in the Indian defense.
She has been on it from the off, TAI Tzu Ying. Oh, nice.
That's well played.
That'll help the confidence.
On the net court again.
9-14. Yes.
She just comes across as very, very strong in these major tournaments. PV Sindhu been in the final of the last 5 majors she's played in. 2018 World Championships, 2018 Asian Games, 2018 Commonwealth Games, 2017 World Championships, and 2016 Olympics. That's a fantastic accomplishment, in my opinion.
It's
Referee
sorry.
being signaled by the umpire. Was it the coaches? Gonna talk, not talk in between.
Service over. 15-9.
Maybe it actually was some flash behind the court. The light on the mobile phone.
Do you? I love what you were saying about, you know, she's been in finals of the last 5 major tournaments played, and do you think she just has the knack of tapping into her very best when she needs to, and it's a state of mind thing for PV Sindhu?
Yeah, I think it has been, but I'm wondering whether she can find it again here. She doesn't look the way I recall her in the last event here. She looks more. She looks to have more self-doubt.
Yeah, which kind of
before.
labours the movement a little, doesn't it? Just a shade.
Yeah, and yeah.
18-9. Yes, change it.
She doesn't really look poised. The state where you're ready to accept everything and just focus in on what's going on court. Not bothered by blitzers, crying babies, or opponents' line calls or anything. You simply accept what's happening around you and focus in on the task. And I don't see that look.
Well, she's bullying her way here, TAI Tzu Ying. On the front foot, more often than not.
Well played.
Oh, well played. PV Sindhu bringing the speed, upping the tempo, but it's been a little lackluster from the Indian, from the offing, really. She needs more. TAI Tzu Ying's been calling most of the shots here, but that was a nice point.
Service over. 20. Game point.
Well, the
11.
precision of TAI weighing heavy on PUSARLA v Sindhu. 9 game points.
Oh, what a fantastic shot, a reverse backhand slice. Hardest shot in badminton.
Service over.
What's not to love about this? Another terrific point. That one going in the favour of PV Sindhu. Longest rally of the match so far.
But again, not really a point that she scored herself. It came off a mistake from TAI Tzu Ying, who's seemed much better today than yesterday against Kim Ga-eun. But Sindhu has not at all been able to put TAI Tzu Ying under any kind of pressure like we saw the Korean do yesterday. It's been totally on the premises of TAI Tzu Ying. That's a good one, though. Oh, that's a pity.
Well, the former world #1, TAI Tzu Ying, looking good. Takes the opening game. Inside quarter of an hour. 21 points to 12. She's off to a flyer and getting better every match she plays in this tournament.
20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, PV Sindhu's got quality in her corner, as does TAI Tzu Ying. Can Kim Ji-hyun and Gopichand find a way to ignite the Indian campaigner? TAI Tzu Ying has been masterful in the opener, and it's reminiscent of that Asian Games final last August, where she won in straight games against today's opponent.
Yes.
Similar scoreline in that opening game. She's looked good, Steen, hasn't she, Tai, from the off?
Yeah, she has. And I mean, apart from that victory to Sindhu at the World Tour finals, where the all played really, really slow, she hasn't beaten TAI Tzu Ying since the 2016 Olympics. That's where Tai really made her move after that tournament. She became the dominant player, except for the World Championships. Good shot. I think she's trying to put more pressure on now, PV Sindhu. That's the right thing to do. That's a fantastic rally here. It's important for Sindhu to win this, I think.
Yeah.
And she does.
You're absolutely right. There's a real palpable upping of intensity immediately at the start of game 2 from this athlete. Longest rally, 38 shots. Reading the play nicely.
I guess they must have seen the match that TAI Tzu Ying played yesterday. Maybe they hadn't really planned on watching it from the beginning, but because you always try to look at matches between your own player and the opponent that you're going to play. But when you see the result, 24-22, I think it was actually the same, 24-22.
Yeah, 2 games.
Then you say, hey, this is a little bit of an odd result. I want to see what happened. And they must have seen how well Kim did in putting TAI Tzu Ying under pressure. Well played. Very quick on the net reply there, Sindhu, and that gave her the chance to play sharp.
There was a lovely article actually about Kim Ji-hyun, the former Korean international and coach of PV Sindhu, and she was sort of suggesting that you're not just offering technical support to your player, but you're a motivator, counsellor. And the number one factor is trust in each other. You've always got to be positive with your player, no matter what. Steen, you know all about that.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to remain positive.
I'm with you.
Good defense. That's well played. Oh, it's called out.
She went on to say it's not all just about teaching badminton, you're teaching life skills, respect, attitude, loyalty, everything's connected, said the coach of PV Sindhu. But, you know, interesting theme, Steen, you know, is sometimes it about tough love and hard lessons, being firm with your player?
Yeah, I think there's so many different aspects of being a coach, and there's different ways of doing it, all dependent on what your player's like. That's the difficult thing, to find exactly the right way. And there's also dynamic in that relationship, because it changes with results and with experience and injuries.
And of course, you've got to be your own person, haven't you? You can't change personality, but it's about getting the best. As we take a look at the pink shoes of PV Sindhu, who looks a little bit vexed.
But there was some of the right stuff in that. Playing a downward shot, neutralizing TAI Tzu Ying, and then looking for the attack.
Just a second.
Of something the umpire's called the referee. Dennis Lee from Hong Kong.
Do we want the cameraman inside the airboard over there? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there's a photographer that has, there's a cameraman that's gone in almost on court.
3-all.
You can't have a mixed doubles against the women's singles. That's not going well. Much better play by Sindhu at the moment. But a clear that was a little bit unsharp, and immediately TAI Tzu Ying attacks. And from what I've seen so far, I'm curious to see whether Sindhu has the touch at the moment to continue putting this much pressure on TAI Tzu Ying. I think that's been lacking throughout this first 7 months of 2019. Not the correct quality on the lift from the backhand side there. And again, TAI Tzu Ying alert. That one gets a little bit too flat, and that's the difficulty, because it can't be too high, because then you give away too much time. Good shot.
Well, that was pretty no-nonsense. There is the aforementioned coach. Very passionate, isn't she, Kim Ji-hyun?
Yeah, she is.
Animated, expressive.
Been coaching in her home country, of course, Korea, but also New Zealand, and at the European Centre in Saarbrücken when it was there. There's also quite a difference in style between these two, where Gopichan is normally the calm and quiet one.
Yeah.
On the other hand, he can get animated. I can tell you he was not satisfied with the umpiring in yesterday's match with Saina against Mia Blichfeldt.
Brilliant badminton from both there. Another good point.
And she's done the first part of it, PV Sindhu. Here in the second game, she's stopped TAI's dominance from the first game. Much more equal. Oy.
Just so sharp. From the word go, TAI Tzu Ying. PV Sindhu downed.
Is it okay, Priscilla? Thank you.
We saw her come out and start game two with blistering intensity, PV Sindhu, and we thought she was on the up, and she's not far off, but you do sense that TAI Tzu Ying has a little bit more purpose and intensity about her.
She's got
today.
to be reasonable content here, because when you lose the first 12, then you cannot expect to go in and dominate the second game immediately, especially if there's no difference to the sides. So it's about staying in there. It's going to be a hard day at the office if she's going to get her 5th medal, PV Sindhu. No doubt about it. So it's not going to be beautiful.
Service over. 6-8.
But all points count equally. There's no extra bonus for artistic impression here. That's well played. So the next question is, how do I make sure I get chances like this? And for Tai, of course, how do I make sure I don't give away opportunities this big?
Asking more from herself. Well, it was the tumbler. It was gorgeous, wasn't it? The penultimate shot of the rally from the Indian.
Yeah. And a little shout afterwards. And I think I have a feeling that Sindhu is not too high on confidence, but if she gets back in this match here, I feel she could really get on a roll.
Well, that's a handful of PV Sindhu points now.
PUSARLA, change it.
She was 8-5 down. It's been a really good turnaround. She's desperate to get to the turn with her nose in front here in this must-win second game. She's got plenty of support.
The right idea, but lucky for Tai.
9-10.
That's a great
Found
serve.
it. Hands down from the lines judge. She'll be pleased with herself. She's done very well, has PV Sindhu, to keep TAI Tzu Ying at bay at the early stages of this second game. 11-9 at the turn. PV Sindhu just ahead by 2 points.
That's one of the situations where no points for artistic impression, but a point for staying in there, fighting for every single point.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Players on court. PUSARLA, you must be on court.
Is there a turning in the tide here, or is it just a momentary blip and TAI Tzu Ying goes on to grab the reins of control? Only time will tell. This one's unfolding nicely.
Play.
Been on court just inside half an hour now. TAI Tzu Ying with the opening game.
Service over. 10-11. Yes. Service over. 12-10.
Good shot.
That was nice.
Service over. 11-12.
Well, we've got multinational representation on the two show courts at the moment. We've got Chinese Hebing Zhao taking on Nozomi Okahara on the adjacent court. Oh, nicely done. So disguised from the former world #1.
12 all.
I think it's TAI Tzu Ying coming out here after the interval, alert to the fact that she cannot let PV Sindhu control the rallies. That's well played. Good follow-up.
Thirteen, 12.
Oh, gorgeous, sumptuous racket head control from TAI Tzu Ying. Leaves you drooling after more.
Look at the racket head here. Makes a little wiggle before she hits it.
Yeah.
And that's enough to
sell the lift, right?
Yeah, get PV Sindhu off her footing. Crucial moments for the match here. It's going wide.
Service over. 14, 13.
Quickly.
Well, the former world #2 just stepping off stage, wanting a towel down quickly. PV Sindhu against the current world #2. This one poised nicely.
Yeah. Think back of the World Championships in 2018 when Marin played PV Sindhu. Marin, she raised to the service position whenever it was her turn serving, not leaving any time for PV Sindhu, and that was clearly effective.
13.
I think here it's a good idea for Sindhu to take her time.
Yeah, you do sense now PV Sindhu has sort of taken root in this one.
Good lift. Oh, that's a fantastic touch there from TAI Tzu Ying.
Service over. 14.
Nobody does that better than her.
And such is her quality, Steen, that look, it leaves PV Sindhu just a bus ride away from that one.
She can play it anywhere. And the shot all looks the same.
It's been masterful, hasn't it? Her campaign from the outset, TAI Tzu Ying. In this match, anyway. Found it. Haven't had many challenges in this match. There won't be one there. That was searing through the
PUSARLA v Sindhu
sideline,
challenge call
arrow-like in its path. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that was on
Perhaps
borderline in terms of time. I think there's other situations where players have been denied the challenge for lesser delay than this one.
Now, is this the step off stage challenge? I doubt it, but she's keenly looking up above. Perhaps she has seen space.
On the line.
You're insistent that it's on the line?
On the line.
Inside, look at that.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Lots of communication between Sindhu and the coaching chairs. I wonder whether it's the right thing now here where things get tight. Actually, more stumbles tonight.
16-15.
TAI Tzu Ying wisely targeting the backhand side.
The slight Chinese Taipei athlete squealing with delight there, fist pumping. Keen movement from the lady in light blue.
That was blistering. That is power.
16 all.
Neck and neck, the Indian fighting for her survival in this tight second game of the women's singles quarterfinals.
Power. Yes.
Unleash the big one.
This has got a really, really big smash. PV Sindhu.
PUSARLA, change it.
So wonderful watching their sort of contrasting game styles and how PV Sindhu there just bullied away through that one.
Good defense.
18-16.
Many in the crowd yearning after a third and deciding game between these two. Not so fast, says the former world #1. I'm not done with this game. You beat me last time, but you're going to have to scrap for it today. That is a great leave, and no surprise that we're going upstairs. She looked pretty committed to that as well. Where are you on this one, Steen?
Well, that's a difficult one to call.
Yeah.
I think I think I didn't really look close enough.
I've never known you sit on the fence. TAI Tzu Ying was right.
Unsuccessful.
She's out of challenges.
18 all. Play.
Oh, that's hands down.
That was lucky for PV Sindhu that it was called in, because
19-18.
no challenges left. That could have been devastating. It's going wide.
That's gone. Yeah. Well, a rife smile of frustration from TAI Tzu Ying back to her camp, and the highly excitable Indian coach. Delighted at what's unfolding here, I'm sure. 2 game points for PV Sindhu to continue.
It's over. 19-20.
Oh, it's gone. What judgment
She's
from
out of
TAI Tzu
challenges.
Ying. And she doesn't have one left. No challenges for PV Sindhu. Frustratingly, she would have gone upstairs.
And I think
here.
she's thinking about the first one she challenged, because I think that was more or less the coaches who called that. Thinking, hey, I would have needed that now.
deadlock in this tight, nail-biting second game. A squeal of delight from PV Sindhu. Pendulum of pressure back onto TAI Tzu Ying.
Defense.
It's gone.
And she has no challenge left again. Wow.
Well, you can tell how much she wanted it to be in. It wasn't. But that's what happens when you're so emotionally invested. Desperate to extend her stay, PV Sindhu. Frustrated in having that one being called out. Don't worry, flush that away.
Well played. Gutsy service return.
As we did at the end of year finals, we go on in Basel. PV Sindhu detains TAI Tzu Ying, the second seed, and we're going to be treated to a third game. How about that? (23-21) in favor of PV Sindhu, game 2.
Sindhu also smash time, don't smash. She knows already you smash. One more punch back or drop shot. Hey, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Good warming up. So far you need good warming. Come on, multi-beating split. So good. Come on. No problem. You punch back, still come. Slow drop shot. Don't come in too much, huh? Come on. You can do it. Now start again. Come on.
Card 1, 20 seconds. Card 1, 20 seconds.
Well, the sideshow is as engaging as the match.
We must be on court.
The high energy, particularly in the Indian camp. Twin coaches of Gobichand and Kim Ji-hyun. Two more contrasting characters you will not find. Here we go then, the start of game 3 in this women's singles quarter-final. Top 5 titanic clash here. Going the distance.
This is as good as PV Sindhu and the Indian camp could hope for after losing the first 21-12. Just getting a chance to play a decider. So this is according to schedule. Ching Ching to the left.
Well, TAI Tzu Ying, who's normally 16, very, very relaxed character on court, looks suddenly quite intense. She wants this badly. You can sense that.
Yeah, I think so. 2 years to next World Championships, so there's a good chance to get a medal.
Yeah, of course, because we don't have a World Championship in the Olympic year. That was nice.
2-1.
Determined to bring her very best. TAI Tzu Ying, take a look at this.
You can almost see PV Sindhu moving half a foot backwards before realizing that it's a short play from Tai. Oi.
Oh, she's got the shuttle on a string. That was spellbinding from TAI Tzu Ying.
3-1.
Hold, 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 and then look at that. Waving a magic wand.
PUSARLA, quickly, please.
I understand she needs to tie her shoelace after that deception by TAI Tzu Ying. Next point really important. PV Sindhu's got to put a stop to the string of points for TAI Tzu Ying.
TAI Tzu Ying challenge call out.
Well, of course, the challenge tally resets at the start of a new game. Both players get another 2 opportunities to unsuccessfully challenge. Just missing there. So 1 docked for TAI Tzu Ying.
Unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. Service over. 2-4.
So the runner points stopping at 4 in a row for the lady from Chinese Taipei.
Play.
And now I think she has to be really, really convinced if she's using her challenge before we get to 18-something.
It wriggled over, almost as if it's written in the stars. TAI Tzu Ying cleared the net here, marginally, somehow. She has been brilliant in several moments
some more
today.
Over here in front, some more right there. Right there. PUSARLA, is it okay? Thank you, sir.
Well, she's been on the deck a few times today, understandably. PUSARLA v Sindhu leaving it all out there. TAI Tzu Ying masterful with her level of controlling the shuttle. Stunning. What a turnaround. Weathered the storm nicely in defence and then got on the front foot to win the point. PV Sindhu.
Yeah, this time it was a loose shot from TAI Tzu Ying that PV Sindhu exploited. Really well done.
PUSARLA. Yes.
Crisp.
Crisp and accurate, yeah. What a twin that is. Simply brilliant from TAI Tzu Ying. For me, Steen, she's been controlling her undulations in her performance really, really well. She's flatlined it steadily, fairly brilliant throughout.
Yeah, I think Sindhu did the right thing to attack there with just a brilliant defense from TAI Tzu Ying. Great accuracy.
We must be ready.
Well played.
Service over. 4-7.
Got to play back at TAI at the net. PV Sindhu. Otherwise it gets too easy for the Asian Games gold medalist.
Oh, that's nice.
Service over. 8-4.
It seems she's a point to prove, TAI Tzu Ying. She's particularly animated by her own standards today and been intense throughout, physically, really invested in getting to the W in this one.
Short drop shot there. Everything in front of the white service line is good. That was magnificent.
That is big and buckling, isn't it? When she unleashes the fury, it's quite something.
Yeah, did well to get her legs twisted there, so she lands with the left leg behind her. Can move immediately and follow up if needed.
Service over. 9-5.
Explosive and agile here. TAI Tzu Ying just exposing the long levers of PV Sindhu, unable to recover that. Oh, it's gone. Such a wonderful contrast in game styles between these two.
Hesitation from TAI. It's never good.
Just one big stomp here to get this away. Look at that.
retrieval.
Oh, she's got the magic potion out again, Tai Tzu Ying. Another outstanding point from the former world #1. Lovely contrast in speeds.
Service over, 8-10.
Well, it's certainly lived up to its billing, this one. Top 5 clash. Delighting most watching.
This is encouraging for PV Sindhu because he's been under pressure for the majority of this third game. No, only 1 point yet.
Oh, what defense from Tai Tzu Ying. How early did she shoot the shuttle here? Stopping the run of points for the Indian at 2. Been utterly determined. Both of them have. So a 2-point advantage for Tai Tzu Ying at the turn here.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
And taking middle.
Thank you.
Back.
Players on court. PUSARLA, you must be on court. Yes, change it. PUSARLA. (11-9).
2 points between them as we head into the final phase in game 3 here. What next in this tight contest? Having to take evasive action there, Tai Tzu Ying. Such is the searing power overhead from the Indian.
Okay, Tai. Okay.
She thought about leaving that one
12.
and then changed her mind. Oi.
Oh, fantastic passage of play from Tai Tzu Ying. It was the penultimate shot from her that was just standout here, this round head. Look at the control here.
Look where she aims. She doesn't aim for the net cord. She aims somewhere over the net cord and let gravity do the rest.
That was the shot that put the tall, rangy Indian into all sorts of bother. And then the follow-up, well, just too good. Showing her class today, TAI Tzu Ying.
Service over. 11-13.
Looks like we're in for a thriller. That's a great shot by PV Sindhu. And a fair amount of pressure as well.
Oh, the back behind. Crystal clear thinking from TAI Tzu Ying.
Service over. 14-12.
Yes, change it, please.
Again, Tai extending her lead to 2 points in this all-important passage of play. Chapter 15 between these two has not disappointed.
Oh, she played it directly into the racket of flying PV Sindhu there.
Okuhara through on the adjacent court against Herbing Zhao in straight games. That's in the other half of the draw. That blistering power again coming to the fore. It served her so well over the years.
It's a brilliant smash. Well to get below that shot, PV Sindhu. And targeting the body of TAI Tzu Ying.
Deadlock in this tight third game.
This is the way we normally see PV Sindhu in these big tournaments. Suddenly, it's believable for her to get past TAI Tzu Ying.
A picture of determination. TAI Tzu Ying, still-eyed focus.
Got a little carried away there. Perfect placement by TAI Tzu Ying.
TAI Tzu Ying has led for the majority of this deciding game, and again she just keeps her nose in front by 2 points. could be all important as all eyes are trained on this show court 1 here in Basel. That's a whole lot of amazing from PUSARLA v Sindhu.
16-17. PUSARLA.
Lovely reverse slice there. Just dropping like a stone.
PUSARLA, she's ready.
Suddenly now, each point seems momentous at this stage. Oh, she's missed.
17-all.
Who will blink first?
That was a little movement of the eyelid, so to speak, by TAI Tzu Ying. Seems like she's going really sharp for it at the moment. Slight advantage, very slim to Sindhu.
That's a great leave from the Indian. Her bench delighted. Just in the nick of time, PUSARLA v Sindhu has swiveled this one in her favour. Showing a great deal of character, the Indian.
19-17.
Living every point.
No matter what happens, this is a great comeback after the first game by PV Sindhu. Oi!
Where did that come from?
It's a little bit lucky by TAI Tzu Ying because she played a terrible shot before the last one.
Yes.
That shot directly in the racket of Sindhu. And so, again, the momentum change.
Nerves playing a part here. Understandably. Oh, brilliant. The sheer power of PUSARLA v Sindhu. Hammering home overhead here. Look at that reaction. An hour and 10 it's been. PUSARLA v Sindhu with a match point.
There it is.
World number 5, PUSARLA v Sindhu, the Indian. The 5th seed here, downs TAI Tzu Ying, the world number 2. Drama unfolding to the max on show court 1. PV Sindhu prevailing in a punishing contest after 71 minutes, delighting fans worldwide. She'll be on for a medal match next up, and worked very hard to ensure a semi-final showing. She is delighted. Her face lights up with emotion in response to a terrific win. Back-to-back wins. She beat TAI Tzu Ying at the HSBC BWF year-end World Tour finals, and she's done so again today. She reduces the head-to-head deficit now to 5-10, and this is how she did it. You never tire of somebody having a win like that, do you? Look at what it meant to her. A compelling match, Steen.
Fantastic match. All parameters, great comeback from PV Sindhu. It takes some character, and this could be a boost for her in the semi-final. Look at the joy with the coaches here. That's about as ecstatic as I've seen Kobe Chan. Taking her 5th medal. The question is, what color will it be?
PUSARLA v Sindhu then through to the semi-finals of the women's singles in the bottom half of the draw.